Hey, we are live. La la la.
We know
Okay.
what we're doing.
We are pros here. Okay. We'll give it like a little bit. Maybe someone will pop in,
I think. Yeah, because it says that we're live now on Facebook.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Let's do this.
Perfect. Let's do this. This is what happens.
This is
when
when you
two
cannot
people.
give this to us unprepared.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Ray and I here. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Welcome to the Star Wars Stuff podcast, where we talk about all things Star Wars. My name is Brooke.
And I am Ray.
And we are here, just the two of us, the ladies' podcast today. And we are just going to talk about some Star Wars news.
And we've been abandoned by the rest of the team, so bear with us with any technical issues.
So we're doing our very best, but,
Okay.
So, first things...
Yeah,
sorry,
biggest news for everyone else, that is, being Chirstopher Lloyd joining Mandalorian Season 3. I have not seen him. I don't know what he's done outside of Back to the Future. I really
honestly
have no idea.
Right. I'm just trying to think, and anytime I think of him, I just think of him in being a super goofy role. Like, I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen any of his other films, but I've never seen him do something serious. So I'm curious if they're going to stick with that, if like whoever he's going to be is going to be goofy, or are they going to switch it up? Are they going to make him be someone super serious?
Yeah, now seeing his performance as Doc, it would be really weird to see him be like super serious. But I don't know his film history. There's a fancy word for film history that I learned in film school, and I'm disappointing my film professor by not knowing it. But oh well.
Does he watch the podcast though? We don't have to let him know.
Probably not. Probably not. I think we're safe.
We're good.
Sorry, Phil.
Phil, oh no. It's okay.
Anyway, so what kind of character do you think he'd play?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just feel like I don't even know what to expect in season 3 of The Mandalorian, period. I know I was talking to Colin a little bit about it, and he said that some people are speculating he's going to be a Mandalorian elder. Which could be interesting. Like, do you think we'll see a bit more of like older Mandalorians? Like,
yeah,
because I'm assuming we're gonna have to find more of them, right? Like, he's only found Bo-Katan, and I forget their names, the other two, plus the two he was hanging out with. But now, like, if he's technically the ruler of Mandalore, where they at? He's got to find more.
Yeah. Now, it's been a while. It's been quite a while. Last we saw Mando when he was fighting with that one... Wow, I sound so smart. Fighting with that one guy over the Darksaber.
Yes.
And he kind of got kicked out of their little base camp.
He did.
Did anything else come with that? Did like he lose his like quote unquote rank?
He lost his, I don't know, the armorer said you're not a Mandalorian anymore because you have taken off your helmet.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how all that works, because obviously, as we've seen, not all Mandalorians follow that. So I'm just very curious with the little sect that he was raised in. Like, I don't know, because obviously, like, Bo-Katan and like all the Mandalorians we saw in like the Clone Wars, none of them did that.
Yeah.
So I remember
like that, like there was Mandalore, where when you live on Mandalore, you are a Mandalorian.
Yes.
And they sort of had like their own vibe. And then when that kind of all fell, I feel like there's probably like a super strict religious, for lack of a better term, cult that kind of popped up. And that's what he's in, because they're very strict So it's like a different sect of it.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious because like when he met Bo-Katan, he was like, "Oh my gosh, you're not a Mandalorian."
Right.
Because
I
that's not
see
what
your
Mandalorians
face.
do.
Like, right.
And she's
And she
like,
was like,
"No, this is what we do."
right. So I'm curious if that's gonna affect him a lot, or if he's just gonna be like, you know what, whatever. The heck with the super crazy cult that I was in. I'm gonna go just vibe with my new people. I don't know.
And like, I'm not for cults, but the armor is pretty cool.
I don't know. She was kind of mean.
Yeah, but she looks so cool.
She does look really cool. I will agree.
Looking really cool can cover a lot of sins
That's true.
in a fictional world.
True. You can't just say, "Oh, they
Should
look
clarify
so cool."
that.
Right. There are rules. So Liam here says, does he find Sabine?
Ooh, because she was just cast, wasn't she, for Ahsoka?
Oh, was she?
I believe so. That was quite a while ago, and I have a terrible memory.
It's possible.
But I believe because there was, yeah, because my friend was freaking out that we would get a live action Sabine.
Mm-hmm. Which I feel like we have to.
Yeah.
If she hasn't been cast, we'll have to double check on that. But like, it's a no brainer in the Ahsoka show plus Mando season 3. That would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because she has experience with the Darksaber as well. So that would be a good tie-in.
Yeah. I have not seen Rebels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, a little spoiler there.
Honestly, I'm gonna forget by the time I get around to watching it. So no worries there. But yeah, I gotta get on that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The animation was a little rough to get used to, coming from Clone Wars, but
well, I had that with Clone Wars, trying to get used to that kind of animation.
Okay.
It's really different from anything I've ever seen. So
it's true, it is. This is true.
Fix any pauses in post.
Fix it, yeah. All you people watching live just have to deal with it.
Sorry, not sorry. So, I guess we can move on to the big news in my world.
Your exciting news.
Commander Sabe is returning. Not to sound like Colin, but
super, super cool.
So she appeared in earlier issues of the Vader comics by Greg Pak, I believe. And she is returning after quite a few issues. And I don't know much beyond she's returning. But I would like to have a word with the artist or Lucasfilm or Disney or Marvel Comics. I'd like to have a word with somebody as to why her face is my face.
Literally your face. I saw your post and I literally was like, it could not be more your face.
It's so like weird. Like I usually people will say like, "Oh, you look like this person. Oh, you look like that person." And I don't see it. This is the first time I've seen something and be like, that is my face.
Yes. Cuz like people can like look like other people in like certain ways. Like sometimes it's like a certain angle or it's like, you know, but like that was your face.
Yeah. And like in the comics, like when she's appeared in the past, I don't look like her there. But that art for the cover, something about it is so weird. We'll have to, I don't know who runs our Instagram. I think it's Colin. We'll have to get a post on there.
We'll do a side by side.
Yes. And I have received a lot of questions. I am working on that costume.
I was gonna say you gotta.
Yes, I have quite a few of the pieces already. So
yay!
We'll see.
It looks very similar to Padpay's outfit that she wears in
the Geonosis battle.
Yes.
Yeah, she actually Sabe has the exact same hairstyle.
Exactly.
So
yes.
Which I'm not looking forward to making that.
It's a lot of,
Yeah,
twists
that's one of the
and
things that's preventing
turns.
me from making the Geonosis battle outfit, so yeah, it's gonna be, interesting, but we're gonna do it for Sabe.
Gotta do it.
Um, somebody, Liam commented, that I should sue Disney, and maybe they'll give me free Celebration tickets.
What an idea.
You know, I will drop any lawsuit for, using my likeness if they cast me as Sabe in something. I feel like that's a fair trade. You
Yeah,
use my
that's
face,
so fair.
yeah, it's my
Yes.
face.
They can't just use it whenever they want without
Yeah.
permission.
But I did get a message on Instagram, that apparently I've not ruined Sabe for somebody, but when they read, E.K. Johnston's books and Sabe is one of the main characters, apparently they don't picture Keira Knightley, they picture me as Sabe. So I've, like, become
Aw,
Sabe in their mind. I was like,
that's
"That
so
is just the
sweet,
highest
though.
honor."
You have made an impact.
Being
I
Sabe
mean,
is my life goal. I mean,
yeah, you
not
just
really. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
yeah, it's okay. There are worse life goals.
I gotta aim high, right?
Mhm.
Speak it into existence. This is me
There
manifesting.
you go. There you go.
But, speaking of E.K. Johnston and Sabe and everything, Queen's Hope, the newest book in the Padme series, is coming out in April, and,
Woo-hoo.
there was a tweet, saying, what are your hopes or expectations for Obi-Wan Kenobi series?" And E.K. Johnston, replied to that and said, "I will get back to you when we can talk about Queen's Hope spoilers." So
Ooh.
there's a chance that Queen's Hope could tie into the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which could work because Queen's Hope ties into Brotherhood, which is about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin. So
Fascinating.
it also could be like she could be talking about clones, um,
Mhm.
just being the crossover, but I've got hope out there that it's for the Amidalans or maybe
Yeah,
Zabe.
maybe someday.
I mean, I guess I don't really know where she would be at that time period, but she might still be on Tatooine because she did go to Tatooine,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
on a mission from Padme. Because Padme, after her reign came to an end, wanted to go to Tatooine to find Anakin's mom and, like, start freeing slaves there.
Mhm.
But then she went into the Senate, and so Sabe's like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna take on this passion project," and she goes to Tatooine with
What
Tamra and, starts buying slaves and then bringing them to other planets to start their lives.
what if Obi-Wan, like, sees Sabe there from, like, a distance and, like, it's Tatooine, it's hot, like, people see things. Like, what if he's like, "Oh my god, Padme?"
Yes!
And then, like, he, like, goes to her and she's like, "No." But then, like, that's how they connect.
See, it's kind of my little headcanon that, after Padme died, Sabe formed the Amidalans, and they went on,
Mhm.
like, this crusade across the, universe and, like, basically tried to take down the Empire in their own little ways, kinda like a
Mhm.
rebellion.
I love it.
Um, but because nobody really knew that she existed, everyone thought it was Padme back from the dead doing it.
Oh, I love it.
So then she'd really
That
be the
ties in.
Queen's
That
shadow.
all ties in. That
Yes!
tracks. Yes.
But,
That'd be really fascinating to
yeah,
see.
in regards to, a possible clone crossover, I would absolutely die if Sister, made
Mhm.
an appearance live action, which is the newest clone, in Queen's Hope, that E.K. Johnston just released art of. And, her name is Sister because her brothers wanted to make sure everyone knew that she belonged. So, yes, we do have a
Love that.
trans clone, and I am super excited.
Yeah, like, how fun is that?
Yeah.
Like, just getting some representation in it. There's, like, how many frickin' thousand clones? Like, yeah.
Yeah. And, like, statistically speaking, at least one of them's gotta be different.
Right, right.
But if they were to do it in live action, I'd be curious how they would go about it because the art has, Tamara Morrison's face, and I
Mhm.
don't know if they'd do, like, a Orphan Black kind of situation because in Orphan Black, one of the clones is trans, and, Tatiana Maslany still plays that character, and they just dress her up.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know if they would have Tem play sister or if they would get a different actor
A
and
different
do, like,
actor.
prosthetics to match
Mhm.
his face. I don't really know. It'd be really interesting.
Or do you think they would do some kind of, like, a deep fake kinda thing where they, like,
Yeah.
kinda, like, alter the face a bit?
Yeah. A deep fake would probably make the most
Mhm.
sense. But I would love to see that, and I would love for Omega and Sisters meet.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing.
That would be that'd be super cool.
But, yeah, I cannot wait until April when I can finally read all of this
Read
stuff.
the book.
It'll be so
I wonder
exciting.
yes. Oh my gosh, so we'll get the book in April, we'll get Obi-Wan in May.
Mm, so excited.
There's so much stuff.
But, I don't know if it was mentioned on the last podcast because I've been very busy. But,
Same.
apparently the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, got a new description on Disney Plus, uh, which could hint at quite a few things on our bingo card.
Mhm.
Um, do you want to read the description?
I would love to. So the new description says Obi-Wan Ken oh, sorry, that's our notes. Let me start from the actual start. During the reign of the Galactic Empire, former Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi embarks on a crucial mission. Kenobi must confront allies turned enemies and face the wrath of the Empire. Mm.
And I am very interested in the allies turned enemies portion of
Right,
that.
because that is plural.
Yes. And he's facing Anakin, but Anakin is just
100%.
one person.
He is just one ally
So
turned
are we
enemy.
getting clones? And in the teaser trailer, there have been several very savvy people who have found a backside outline silhouette of Tamara Morrison and compared it to a backside silhouette seen in the Kenobi
Yes.
teaser trailer, and it's the
Yes.
same.
It looks the same. Yes, I've seen those comparisons. It's when is he talking to the Inquisitor? Is that or one
I
one of the Inquisitors?
don't really remember.
I can't
I'm
remember. It's
really
like
bad at this.
yeah, but it's the back of someone's head. It's kind of like it's a bald head, and I saw the comparison, and it looks like the back of Tamara Morrison's head. So,
If we
I
get
mean,
clones, I'm gonna die.
it just I would be shocked if we didn't see any clones because it's like literally almost directly after Order 66, right?
Yeah.
And like
Well,
as we saw, well,
yeah,
like
10 years?
close. Oh, is it 10 years?
I mean, I guess how long does
Oh, you're
Order
right.
66 go for? Is it just that, like,
Just that
immediate thing? Or is that, like, the mission?
the whole mission. I don't know, but it's like it's still a decent amount of time that I still think there's probably going to be some active clones.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So like I would be shocked if we didn't see any.
My friend is really gunning for Cody. I know some
Hmm.
other friends are really gunning for Rex.
Rex, 100%
So,
would be super cool.
yeah.
I wonder if he'll run into any of the who were the clones that were with Rex? Is it Wolf? There's like
I'm
3 or
so bad
4
at
of them,
keeping
right?
track of all of them.
This is also Rebels, which you haven't seen, so I don't know why I'm asking you. Um,
I'm so useful to this, guys.
no, there was like a few of them who I'm assuming. I don't know how Rex got to them actually, because we know that Ahsoka took out Rex's chip,
Mhm.
but I don't know what happened with the rest of them. That might be something that I would have to read.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, I think that is all of our notes except for speculation about Star Wars Celebration.
Yes, because I just got my tickets. I'm doing 2 days. I've never done a celebration before, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm a little nervous because Colin just talks so highly of it.
Yes.
And I just know that it's just jam-packed. You gotta go, so much to do. I'm a little stressed.
Yeah.
But I'm also very excited.
Yeah, there's like a 60% chance I'm going. So like the anticipation stress is like I want to have the answer. I want to know if I'm going so I can start making these plans.
Right.
Cuz I mean, it's coming up.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why May feels like it's like a whole 6 months away. It's like what, 2 months now?
Mhm. Like, yeah, it's like 2 months.
Time is an illusion.
It really is.
Just keeps going.
But yeah, I potentially have a hookup to tickets. I'm still waiting to hear back. And then I have one for sure option of a place to stay, and I'm waiting to hear on another one. The only thing preventing me for sure is transportation to and from the airport. Figuring that all out. But I mean, if those tickets are still available, then I will for sure be going. So
absolutely.
Guess we'll just wait.
Uber is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And I sadly will, if I do go, will not be bringing Sabe because trying to transport her cross country is on top of being my first celebration.
Yeah, true.
Seems like a nightmare because I can only wear her for a relatively short amount of time, like a couple hours. And if I'm at celebration and I don't know that I'll have a place to change, a place to store her.
That's true.
I don't know how any of that works. So, and I know Colin said that rumor has it Celebration might be in Orlando next. And if that's the case, my grandparents live in Florida half the year, so they could drive her down and I could potentially bring her then. So I will hopefully bring Sabe to a celebration, just not this one.
Yes, especially
I will be taking Ray though.
Good.
So
good. Is that the only costume you think you'll bring?
Yeah, it's the only other one I have.
Nice. I mean, I have my Ray. It's by no means like up to your Ray standard. It's a decent costume.
Yeah.
She just has Ugg boots because I don't have any boots. Oh my gosh. I thought about, the TikTok sound where it's like, how does the sound go? It's like good music, but then it's like, it like switches and it's like, ooh.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of anyway, I thought about doing a TikTok where it's like, ooh, cute Ray costume, but then like the Ugg boots and it's like the ooh.
Well, hey, I mean, I have the linen Pozus in size 10. They are not broken in, which you would not want to do at Celebration because apparently they will cut your legs open.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, apparently
my legs already been really cut rough. Open.
So don't want to mess around with that. I was gonna wear them while I was at work because all of my jobs are on my feet walking all day. So putting on tall socks and just walking, but I can't really do that since we opened back to the public. So I can't really walk around with really odd socks and
boots. Darn.
Oh well, we'll find something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking about, because I imagine like walking around in a costume all day, like if it's not a comfortable one, sounds miserable. And like you, I'm trying to think like, what's the where am I going to be staying versus where can I store things? And I'm like, I don't know. So I was like, what if I do like some bounds? Like people do like the Disney bounds where you're like a comfier version of a character, but you still know who they are. So I was looking up some of those because like I could do some pretty cute ones. That way I at least feel like, ooh, I'm like, I did something.
Yeah.
versus like a whole costume.
Yeah, because I would only be going for 2 days as well, so I'd probably do, like, a Disney Bound on one day and then Ray on the
Yes.
other.
Yeah.
Um, and thankfully, Ray is incredibly comfortable to wear, so I
True.
could do that all day. Um,
Ugg boots. I can wear Ugg boots all day.
yeah. The poses, the wool poses are so comfy, so I'd be set.
All set. Yeah, I have the Rise of Skywalker one, and I was gonna buy those shoes, and I just like didn't. I put it off, and like last time I checked, they don't make them anymore.
No, they are apparently bringing back the wool ones, but they're 100% vegan now, so I don't
Oh,
know what material it will be made from, but apparently they're bringing back the original Piper boot. Um, but I have not heard anything about the, episode 8 or 9 boots.
darn.
I gotta
Get
imagine
them.
the episode 9 boots would be a lot more likely because they're linen, but at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, I don't know what the deal was with Disney. 'Cause the
Mm,
wool ones were their original design, so they had them before Disney, so they
interesting.
still have, like, the rights to those,
Interesting.
so they can make more of them.
So did Disney come to them and they were like, "We want your
I
shoes"?
guess so because they made quite a few of the shoes for the
Hmm.
sequel trilogy. I know they made, Finn and Poe and Luke, and then I
Cool. I
think they
didn't
had
know
some
that.
Stormtrooper shoes, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so they did quite a few of the shoes.
Interesting.
But I will forever question why you would put a desert character in wool boots.
Or just all white.
Yeah, and, like, she's not even
Listen,
in the desert at that point, like, she's in a forest in all
the
white.
the
There's not
thing
Tide in this universe.
I don't know
Tide
what they
sponsor us.
use. No, they like I don't know what they use because this girl does an obstacle course. She rolls in the dirt in all white. And does this girl get a grass stain? No.
No.
I have so many questions. I watched that and I was like,
I know. The the script supervisor in me was, like, crying. I was like, "This does not make sense continuity-wise." It
I just
but at the same time, I'm
understand.
like, "Don't you dare get that costume dirty. It's too pretty." It's a
I
lot of
wonder how
emotions.
many. I wonder how like filming wise, how many of those do you think she went through?
Oh, that's a
Because
good question.
think about it. If, it never shows a stain in the movie, how did they do that? Do you think they just had, like, a bunch of them on standby and she just,
I
like
know usually for films like that, they do have several
mhm,
they have a couple of each costume, and then they have different versions. So, like, if you look at some photos of, Rey, on set and stuff, you can see there's, like, some added panels in her pants to allow for stretch and movement, but
mm,
they're when you see her, like, standard walking, the panels are gone.
mm,
So she has, like, action pants, and it's a stunt costume, and then there's the hero costume, which you wear for, like, the close-ups and
sure.
all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. That also is the reason why, there's 50 Shades of Rey in The Force Awakens,
50 Shades
because, they have so many different versions of that costume, and none of them are dyed exactly the same.
Mm,
And also with the lighting change, everything looks different. So you don't know if her pants are gray, green, brown, tan.
open to interpretation.
Yeah, it's really tricky. That's probably the hardest part about making that costume is getting all of those shades correct.
Mhm,
Cuz like you can go with like this one scene, like make her pants gray, but then you have to any other time her pants appear gray, you have to match the rest of the costume colors to that. So like you can't take like the color of her shirt when her pants look green and put it with
mm,
gray pants.
sure.
It's so convoluted.
That that does sound very complicated.
For Rebel Legion that is.
Yeah,
Cosplaying for fun and everything is
right.
you do whatever you
There
want.
is no rules.
No, cosplay is for everyone. But yeah, it can be pretty tricky. Oh, this is completely separate line of thought, and I don't know why it just came to me, but I do want to make a public service announcement.
Oh?
I would like everybody to know that Padme in The Phantom Menace was 14. Okay?
14.
I had a legitimate argument with a man on TikTok who thought, without a doubt, that she was 30.
What?
Natalie Portman was 16 when that was filmed.
What?
She's not even 50 now.
She looks like a child.
Exactly. Because apparently there is a rise in people wanting to make Padme out to be a pedophile. And I'm like, I'm terrible at math. I'm totally going to admit it. I suck at math. But I'm not this bad at math.
And also, like, okay, so she was 14.
She was 14 and he was 9.
Okay.
They have the smallest age gap of any main Star Wars couple. Han and Leia and Rey and Ben are both 10 years.
That's okay, that's 5 years.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, not much. Also, there was no romantic anything happening in The Phantom Menace because they were children.
Padme has a really big heart. She saw a kid who was scared.
She cared about him. There was absolutely no kind of romance. They were children.
Yeah.
Like, fast forward to Attack of the Clones. How many years was that? How old were they in that?
I want to say it was 10. Yes, because he was 19. Yes. Okay. So it was 10 years.
Okay. Which is of age.
Yes. So they are grown adults. I mean,
they are grown adults.
Anakin does not have the maturity level of a grown adult, but that is something I'm going to overlook.
Padme's not a pedophile.
No. So yeah, that was quite an interesting morning. That's how I started my day that day. Was roasting a stranger on TikTok.
I don't know what it is about the people on TikTok, but they're the wildest people. You have the wildest fights with people on TikTok, like more than any other social media platform. These people are wildin'. Yeah. If you're not on TikTok, oh my gosh,
it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to observe.
It is.
Also, Instagram can be pretty interesting.
True.
I once started my day out by roasting somebody on Instagram as well who was harassing one of my friends. Long story short, don't harass my friends because you will get roasted like Anakin on Mustafar.
Oh, shoot. How about just be nice on the internet? Like,
I have said it once, I will say it again. The haters are what keep me young. I am Mother Gothel and they are my golden flower. But instead of singing, all I have to do is say Rey Skywalker and boom, 10 years younger.
Oh, it's beautiful.
People are still so mad about that. I can't get over it.
I didn't care enough about it to be angry about it. I personally was on the side of I wish she had just stayed Rey Nobody.
Yeah.
But that was just because I just don't like I liked that she was, before she was a Palpatine, that she was, not to say she was a nobody, but like she didn't come from some huge family name. She was just a random person in the galaxy who was also Force sensitive. Like, you don't have to come from a family line to be special and important.
Yeah.
I liked that message, but they kind of wrecked it in The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And
if we just skirt around her being a descendant of Palpatine, I really do like the Rey Skywalker part because like her whole thing is finding her family and finding her place and where she belongs. Yes. And that's she found that with Luke and Leia and the Resistance.
Yes.
And
they became her family.
Exactly.
And so when it came time for her to, yes, exactly. So, and again, that's like a different kind of message that I also still like, is that you don't have to be born into something to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Star Wars is basically, she was like, I can speak. Star Wars is all about found family.
Yes, exactly. She found her family in them, so when it came time, she was like, "I'm a Skywalker. Like,
Mhm,
that's my family."
mhm,
And so it's my second choice, I guess, versus Rey Nobody, but, like,
yeah,
I still really like that message.
mhm.
I like it. Like, I had no big quarrels with it enough to pick on somebody on the internet about
Yeah, what I think I love the most is that Rey Skywalker lives in their head rent-free and continuously torments them.
it. They wake up.
They wake up and are angry that Rey is a Skywalker, and they'd spend their entire day in a bad mood because of a fictional universe, and here I am just enjoying and having a nice day because Rey is a
I
Skywalker.
I just I just enjoy Star Wars for being Star Wars. Things
Yeah,
happen that I don't necessarily agree with, but at the end of the day, I still love it all because I
yeah.
think it's so cool. Also, it's not somebody made a choice and made like $5 million and they do not care what these people think.
Yeah, no,
They really don't.
people are like, "Oh, the sequels have so many, like, issues with them." It's like, "Well, so do the prequels." They have just as
Probably
many
so
issues.
did the original trilogy.
Yeah,
Like, if
when you
we
have
really wanted to, like, pick them apart, we could find problems. It's because those are, like, the sacred texts. The sacred texts! They 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 won't find anything wrong with them. They're okay with saying that Rey is way too powerful and she had no training.
but they'll
Luke
accept
trained
Anakin blowing up a ship at 9 when he's never left a planet.
Luke trained with Yoda for, let's give him a couple weeks, and he was ready to take on Darth Vader. But that's fine. Like, you just you gotta take it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I think with a lot of, like, franchises and stuff, there's a certain point where you can't sit there and nitpick. 'Cause,
Mhm.
yes, the sequels have a lot of issues, and the
Sure.
prequels have a lot of issues, and I'm sure the
Absolutely.
original trilogy has a lot of issues, but everything does. When you're trying to build, like, a cinematic universe, not everything is
Mhm.
gonna line up perfectly.
No.
There's a lot of moving parts. People make creative decisions, and you don't have to like it, but that's the decision they went with
Mhm.
because because they
It
could.
made sense to someone. It made
Yeah.
sense to someone,
Yeah,
and you
and
don't
maybe
know
it
what
didn't come out
all
to the way you like, but so, this isn't made for just you, it's made for everybody.
exactly. There is probably somebody out there for all the things that you don't like about Star Wars, they love.
Mhm. And all the things that you love, they probably hate,
Yes. Everyone's different.
because no one hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy, especially, like, the Star Wars side of TikTok can get
Mhm.
insane, but also a lot of fun when
Yes.
you're on, like, in my shoes where you just see the people who are, like, absolutely freaking out about something in the sequels, or somebody says they like the sequels and they just pounce, and it's like, "Why are you so mad? It's fake and in space."
Right. It's fake and it's in space.
It's like
The physics don't even add up.
the only one there's no point in discussing it when they're so emotional.
Right. And especially since most of them, you could like throw all the facts you want at them, but they've already decided
Mhm.
that their ideas are right
Yes.
and they're not really going to listen. It's something that I've noticed about having discussions about Star Wars with people.
Yeah, I've also like, with gatekeepers, it's really cute
Mm.
when they're like, "Imma quiz you on everything," and that's like, "What's Obi-Wan Kenobi's blood type?" And then I'm like, "You wanna know my favorite character? You don't know who she is. It's Sabe. You have no
It's
idea who that is." And they're like,
oh,
"They don't know who she is." They're like, Natalie Portman?" I'm like, no, Keira Knightley."
no. And they're like, she was in Star Wars.
They're like, "What? That was 2 different people?" Yeah. Open your
uh,
eyes.
I don't know. We need to stop like quizzing people on Star
Yeah,
Wars. That's just like nothing turns me off faster than someone's like,
unless we're
well,
having a fun trivia night where everybody
sure, sure.
is,
Yes.
consenting to be quizzed.
Yes. If I do not, I like that. If I do not consent to be quizzed, I graduated college quite a few years ago. I have left my schooling days behind. I don't test anymore.
I have also graduated from college, but I don't have a real degree. So, but I have left my quizzing days behind in high school.
That's what matters.
Which was even longer ago.
Oh my gosh. It'll be my 10 years next year.
Oh, I'm 16. I'm a grandmother. The amount of times I quote that Vine in a week is pretty sad.
It's true though. I can feel myself getting older. I just turned 27, ladies and gents. People are always shocked to find out this information.
I just turned 26. I need to get health insurance.
I just did, guys. I didn't have it for like a year. I spent my whole 26th year living on the edge.
Man, do you think there's insurance in Star Wars? Like on like Coruscant or whatever, like where there's like the city, not like Jakku or Tatooine, where it's just
right. But on the more we'll call them like the more civilized, the more
quote unquote.
It's not the right word. Yeah, there's
more built up and established.
There's got to be some kind of like a Jedi wrecked my home insurance.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I would get that.
Because like obviously people have jobs. In the Star Wars universe like we do. So I wonder, see, this is part of why we just don't dig too deep into this.
This is why we don't think too hard on it.
And here we are thinking way too hard on
it. But sometimes it is fun to think about.
Yeah.
But you just can't argue about it because there's no right answer.
No. No, you just have fun speculation.
Should we save that question for celebration? Who should we ask? Is there health insurance?
We'll just ask everybody we meet. We'll take a poll. Yes. Is there health insurance in Star Wars?
Ooh, okay.
I did actually just pose a poll to my friends. Who has less red flags, Anakin or Clovis? They've decided Clovis because he's committed less murders.
Yeah, I dislike Clovis much more.
100%.
However, I agree. He, at face value, has less red flags.
Doesn't mean he's a better person.
Does not mean he's a better person.
I mean, some red flags are bigger than others.
Yeah. Because are we thinking like Anakin Skywalker, like, and that's where we could like cut it off? Like, we're not thinking Vader, we're thinking not strictly Anakin. I don't know.
Anakin still has committed more murders.
I mean, yes, but I don't know. I might change my answer. Because because I was thinking a little too like far ahead. If I like am just thinking Anakin Skywalker as the good Anakin Skywalker, I would probably
because he like flips back and forth. Like he'll be like amazing one second, and then the next he's like yelling at Padme because she went outside and he told her not to.
Yeah. I get really ick vibes from Clovis.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Like
that's the kind of guy where he walks into the room and you make sure you've got eyes on him at all times. Yeah. It just occurred to me today. I was like, I wonder what my friends think. Who has the bigger red flag? So apparently it's based on murder.
It's based on murder.
Which, I mean, is a fair point.
I mean, murder's pretty bad.
Yeah. How did we get this far?
These are the best, though, when you just spiral and you just keep going.
You know what? We should have everybody, like, listen to this multiple times and, like, share it a bunch. So, like, this is the best podcast in our collection, and everyone's just gonna be like, "Oh, Ray and Brooke are the best."
They just
I mean, we know
keep
we're
it.
the
We
best,
keep it
but
real. I mean, obviously.
I'd like physical proof of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we are. We talked about Star Wars.
Did we do it right?
Did we do it right? I mean, don't we just talk about Star Wars? That's the only requirement. That's what we say we do, and that's what we did. I think we nailed it. How long are we
supposed to do this for?
I don't know. Sometimes they go for an hour.
We got a comment that
we have an interesting.
I challenge Colin to wear someone's reading glasses.
Oh. Well, I, in fact, have glasses, not just for reading, for my everyday life, because I have horrible astigmatism in both my eyeballs.
Ooh,
so
I think I do too. I have glasses for when I get headaches.
See, I have to, if I don't wear them, the world blurs. It is a blur. So, for a donation.
Is Colin still home?
He is.
Go get him now.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's gaming. You heard it here. We cared. We cared enough to be on here for you guys, and my husband is out there gaming.
Roasted.
No, but I can definitely get him to put on some eyeglasses. I actually literally have them sitting right here. Zenny Optical.
Sounds fancy.
It's really just...
Mine are upstairs. I don't have mine.
I'm wearing contacts. If anyone's confused right now, I am wearing contacts. I always have some kind of ocular device. Otherwise, I can't see. I actually, not too long ago, I went to Galaxy's Edge and I did like an Ahsoka look. And she has blue eyes and I do not. So I do have contacts, but for whatever reason, they don't really make color contacts for astigmatism. They're like, we don't care about you. And so I wore them and I was like, you know what, I'll just go because I can still see, but just not well. And so I did do it. I just couldn't see or read.
You had somebody there with you, right?
No. Okay, when I drove, I put my glasses on, though. I think I was like a hazard. No, I put my glasses on to drive. But when I was walking around, I was in the part. I couldn't let, glasses get in the way.
Well, there are glasses in Star Wars.
Are there?
Yeah, doesn't Tech have some?
Oh.
Or am I just imagining it?
You know what? I think he does. I'm going to look this up because I know he has, his, Bad Batch.
Somebody respond in the comments. Yeah. Can you beat Brooke to it?
He does. Do you think they're for seeing specifically, or do you think they're more of a enhancement? Like a magnifying?
I think maybe a bit of both. I could totally see Tech being the kind of person who wears glasses to look smart, even though he is smart.
I also feel like that's a stereotype. That we are
I have
nerds.
Glasses and I am dumb.
I will say, though, if I do want to look smarter, I'll wear the glasses.
I've got circle glasses, so they just make me look hipster.
Ooh, that's fun.
Wow, we have really covered every topic under the sun.
I think so.
We missing anything?
I'm sure we are.
Well, I really want to find out if I can go to Celebration.
Oh, I know. I hope we find out soon. I know we're just kind of trying to figure out who's going.
Yeah. Colin is waiting to hear back from somebody for me.
Yes.
So, fingers crossed.
I hope so.
So, yeah, because I would really like to go. It'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be super cool.
And a lot of my friends that I've made through TikTok are going to be going
as
so
well?
I'll be able to meet them.
So
I'm super excited.
Yay!
Meeting internet friends.
So fun.
Safely.
Safely, yes. Don't just meet anybody you meet online.
That is a big fact.
So if you do get to go to Celebration,
mm-hmm.
What do you think you're looking forward to the most?
Ooh, probably the costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Because having seen pictures, people bring their A game, it looks like.
Yes.
And I would just really like to see all those costumes. I would really love to bring Sabe. But
I want you to, because she's not one that I feel like I see often when I follow a lot of
seen
cosplay.
One. But apparently she hasn't brought it out since 2016 or something.
Mm.
So I don't know if she even still does Sabe. But I'd really like to do that. If anybody has any solutions on how to bring a gigantic toolbox onto a plane without checking it.
Without checking it. Do you think it would be an okay size for a carry-on?
I think it just for a carry. But then at the same time, I run into the issue of a place to change.
Maybe.
I mean, there's got to be a place to change because people walk around in Darth Vader and Stormtroopers, and you can't be like that all day. No. Do they leave and come back?
I don't know. Can you do that?
I'm trying to talk about Celebration between
two
people who've never been.
Never been. But humans amaze me with their creativity in these costumes that they create, and it just blows my mind. And I just I feel bad, but I just stare. I stare at people, and I'm like, is it weird that I'm staring at you? Honestly, I'm just admiring you.
Yeah, honestly, the amount of people I would end up running up to and just be like, can I just look at your clothes?
Right. Can you spin for me? Can I get a full 360?
Yeah. I would just be talking okay, did you make this? Did you buy this? What's happening? Right. I want to know everything.
Right. David wants to know if no one from Great Lakes is coming that could maybe bring your stuff with them.
I doubt anyone's driving from Michigan to
California. That is really far. Gosh, how long would that take?
Okay, I'm looking it up now because
let's Google Maps. That is very far. From Michigan to California is almost the whole way.
I mean, it's across the country.
It literally is. Take days.
32 hours.
32 hours. That's it?
Straight.
Still, I was expecting a lot more.
Yeah.
But still, that's a long time.
A day and a half straight, no breaks. So it'd be a couple days.
Yeah, because you're going to have to take a break.
Yeah. Man, that would suck.
But hey, if somebody's doing it, you don't have to.
Well, see, we can figure out a way to get her there. I just can't figure out a way to change on site.
After. Right.
And then I'd be hauling around a toolbox full of Sabe with me all day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
If there was a hotel attached to the convention center,
right,
that would be one thing because I could probably find somebody with a room, one of my friends with a room there.
Sure.
But considering there's no attached hotel, make it really tricky.
I'm assuming people must be doing something though, because there's no way people stay in those costumes all day.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
If we can figure out a way, I'll bring her, but
I want you to, so I'm gonna figure this out.
Be my guest.
I'm gonna figure it out.
We just gotta figure out, see if we can solidify my place to stay.
Right. Step 1 is the tickets.
Yes.
The rest follows.
I'm more likely to get the tickets. The tickets are more of a certainty than the place to stay.
Okay.
I think. There's been a lot of stuff happening today. Like, this happened, like, in the last few days.
Yes.
Me having the possibility to go to Celebration. And that's insane to me. Because I was 100% set that I would not be going. And, like, the possibility of, like, maybe I can go is, like, really exciting. But also I might not be able to. So, like...
Right. David here with all the info. Great Lakes should have hotel blocks close by. You can store with them.
Maybe I'll have to pull some feelers out. We'll see.
Let's see what's up.
Slightly related, Joliet Public Library's Star Wars Day was canceled, or they stopped doing it because they were put under new management. But apparently there was so much outcry that they are bringing it back.
Ooh.
So Joliet is doing another Star Wars Day, first week of June, I believe, this year. With my sister's wedding coming up, and there's parties and showers and everything, I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I know a lot of people go from, like, out of state and descend upon this small town. So
where is that?
I want to go back. Illinois.
Okay.
I think. I'm really bad with states. My brain was like, this is not crucial knowledge. Throw it out.
Geography, not my strong suit.
No. But I believe it's Illinois.
But cool.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. I went in 2019. And it was a ton of fun. So I hope I can go back this year. We'll see.
Be super cool. Take Sabe then.
If it wasn't the middle of the day in the middle of the summer.
All these rules.
I would die. Unless somebody wants to make me a 3D printed headdress and not one that's made out of paper mache. I really need someone to make me the 3D files. That's what I need.
Colin and I have a 3D printer.
I mean, I've got all the dimensions because I built it. I just I don't know how to build something with 3D files.
Neither do we.
So yeah, if anybody has that knowledge and would like to take on a challenge,
to reach out,
hit me up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. I am really excited for more cons to start coming back so I can take our places.
Yes, absolutely. I got to experience my first one last year at Dragon Con, and it was so fun. So I'm just
I would
really
love to go to Dragon Con someday. It seems insane.
It was. It was. It was so much fun. And I've still, believe it or not, never been to Grand Rapids Comic Con. I know.
Wow.
Well, because like I didn't grow up in the Grand Rapids area.
Fair.
And I wasn't super into cosplay until I met Colin. And kind of like, I always wanted to, but he kind of like helped me to actually make it happen.
Yeah.
And the first year we were together, I forget why, but I had to go home to the other side of the state that weekend. So I wasn't able to go. And then he drugged me here to Florida. And so it just
Well, hey, Colin came up for the last one. Maybe you'll have to join him for
left
this
me
fall.
here again.
Yeah. Dang you, Colin.
I know.
You'll have to come up this fall.
No, for sure.
Because you can bring your wand off topic, but you can bring your Wanda and we can wear Wanda the same day.
Yes. And we can be multiverse.
Wrong podcast.
A little off topic, but yeah.
Yeah, I really hope I can go to Celebration. We'll see.
I do too. Everyone who's listening is crossing their fingers. Everyone who's gonna listen later, they're also crossing their fingers.
Cross all your fingers and your toes.
Whatever ones you can cross. I can only cross 2.
I hope it happens.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot of fun.
Super cool.
I'd get to meet the rest of the people in this podcast that I've never met before.
Yeah. Because we got the new guys down here. We're gonna have a little family reunion.
It'd be great.
So fun. Yeah. So much happening this year. So much. Yeah.
It'll be interesting for sure.
It will. Oh, well, gosh. Is there anything else we need to cover on this lovely podcast? We clearly put so much time into this. We planned this days in advance.
Only if this comes out amazing.
If it didn't, I was literally told an hour before that I was podcasting, and I was like, okay.
I found out while I was at work, and I came right from work here.
I literally stepped out of the shower, and Colin goes, "Hey, you're going to podcast in an hour." And I was like, you didn't tell me that before I washed my face off? Like, so if you're watching this and you're like, why does she look tired? It's because 1, I am. 2, I'm not wearing any makeup.
I mean, at least podcasting isn't usually a visual medium.
It's true.
Yeah, only if you watch on or listen in other platforms. Otherwise, it's not a visual medium.
No, which I love. Love that.
Yeah.
You don't need to see my face.
Exactly. Although you have a very pretty face.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. I feel like we should probably wrap her up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm getting to. It's only 8:45, but I am slap happy. So
same. I'm still on the old time, right? I don't even know. No, because then it would be earlier. Doesn't matter.
Time changes mess with your brain.
Things.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it has been lovely. I'm Brooke.
I'm Ray.
And may the force be with you all.
Always.
Always.